numbers. Okay, so what are those perfect squares numbers? Which Schoology assignment do you not want us to do? The one that says rationalizing. Yep. So don't do the one that says rationalizing. I just changed the deadline, so if you could refresh your browser, it will show up. Thank you, honey, for your patience. Okay, so moving on. In your notebook, we're going to write down, okay, and my writing pad is not working yet. Give me one quick second. Ooh, what's going on? It turned off. Okay, so anyway, the perfect square numbers, guys, you have to write them down on your notebook. So perfect squares, because this will make answering the problems easier. Okay, so perfect squares. My bad, my writing thing is not working. Alright, so the perfect squares numbers are, starting with 1, but 1 doesn't change anything. When you divide a number, it's still 1. Start with 4, 9, very good, Emily, 25, 36. Were you here when I did this last time? 49, 64. Okay. That's 8 times 8, 9 times 9 is 81, and then 10 times 10 is 100. So we will be using all these perfect squares numbers. Okay. So now let's do this. Simplifying radicals. 32. I think I forgot to write 1. This is 2 times 2, 3 times 3. I forgot 4 times 4, which is 16. Oops. 16. There you go. So please insert that. So that's 4 times 4, 5 times 5, 6 times 6, 7 times 7, 8 times 8, 9 times 9. I remember them from 8th grade. Nice. Okay, so we will be using these to answer the question. So 32, what number here can divide 32? So if you don't know where to begin, go for the closest one, which is 36. 36 does not go into 32. Go backwards. 25 doesn't go into 32. Go backwards again. 16, very good. 16 goes into 32. So let's type that in. 16 times 2. Are you getting that? And then you click on try. Okay. Did you get it? Why 16 times 2? So the square root of 16, this is 4 times 4. So you write 4 outside, and then you just copy the 2 into the radical sign. And then click on try, and then submit answer. And you know you got it right. Did you get the first one? Yep. Okay, cool. Thank you. Next one. I know, like, there's a lot of possibilities, but right now that's not even my concern. I'm just gonna go with, like, do you get it? Do you get number 2? Do you get number 3? If you just get, like, tiny little pieces, and then at the end of this, then if you got everything, then I'm sure you understood the lesson. We're just gonna go piece by piece, so I don't overwhelm you. Okay, 162. The closest one is 100, but 100 does not divide 162. Yeah? Okay, so we go backwards. Does 81 divide 162? I think it does. So you're going to put here 81 times 2. Yeah, 81 times 2. Okay, so what's the square root of 81? Well, this is 9 times 9. So the square root is 9 and then 2. Now try and then submit their answer. Okay, any questions so far? Any question? It does give you another way to do it by using smaller numbers. Yeah, but I'm teaching you the shortcut. Yeah, so find a number here that divides 162. Okay. Next section. Oh, 252. 252. Okay, even I, Won't know that from the top of my head. So what am I going to do? I'm going to get a calculator. So let's get a calculator. You're going to keep dividing the number by any of your perfect squares. So let's start with 252, yeah? Okay, so Emily said try 36 and 7. So let's divide 36. There you go. 36 times 7. Very good. Does it also work with 72? Maybe. 252 divided by... No. And 72 is not a perfect square number. So you get what I'm trying to show you? Like, it doesn't happen naturally. For some, maybe it does. But don't feel bad if you're not getting it the first time, you know? So I model, like, if I don't get it, I'll just keep dividing, right? Okay, so 36 times 7. Now the square root of 36 is 6, and then you just copy radical 7. Okay. Hannah, did your password work? Can you give me any feedback, please? Okay, honey. All right. Submit answer. Yeah. If you are some of you are also struggling to like catch up. Delta math is always a good place to start with. So we always just copy the radicals. Yes. We don't change it. Yes. You don't change it. Because delta math shows you examples if you don't know how to do it. And the example is not a generic example. It shows you an example that matches the thing you're working on. So that's the good thing about delta math. Okay, 208. So what goes into 208? I don't know. So if I don't know, what do? I keep dividing. So maybe I'm lucky. I'm going to try, let's say, 49. Is 49? Nope, it doesn't go. So try again. 208 divided by maybe 16 works. I don't know. 13. There you go. Shalia said 16 and 13. So you see that? It's if you don't get it the first time, it doesn't mean you're not smart. You know? I mean, it means you just have to keep trying, trial and error, find a number that divides it. And there was a question earlier, so we just copy the radical. Yes, you just copy the radical. You can't go into the next one. You can click. Oh, you have to submit it. I did that too last time. I couldn't go to the next one. You have to submit answer. There's like a submit answer over here, and once you do that, it will show something here like next section. Try it and tell me. Okay, and then the square root of 16 is the one that goes out of the radical. And then square root of 16 is 4. And then click on try, and then submit answer. No, I don't see that. Which one you don't see? The one I'm working on now? So it doesn't let you do this, submit answer? Oh, maybe you're not yet done with the problem. And if it still doesn't work, honey, you refresh this one. You click on that, and sometimes it has glitches too. It happens to me. It sometimes even say you submitted your answer, but it doesn't move on to the next one. So refresh it. Okay, can you try if that works? All right, next, 80. What goes into 80? Just keep dividing. 8 times 10. That's fine, but there's a bigger one. The next one is 10 and 8. Okay, actually the best combination to use is 16 and 5. But Louise, I want to show you that it also works if you use 10 times 8. Look it. So the best way to do it is 16 times 5. But look, it's going to say neither 10 nor 8 is the square root of a perfect square. Yep, so you can put it in, but it's going to say, oh, try again. Yeah? Does that make sense? Okay, so let's change it to 16 times 5. All right, and then try. There, so it won't let you move on until you get the right combination. Okay, so square root of 16 is 4. Just copy the radical number. Try and then submit answer. So did it work, Hannah? Did you refresh it and did it work? Alright, next. Square root of 25. If it still doesn't work, honey, just write the answers down in a piece of paper so at least later on you could just put them into Delta Math. Yeah. So don't stress. It don't think it's you. Sometimes it really doesn't work. Okay. Louise said 5. That's perfect. Square root of 25 is 5. Very good, Shalia. Okay, here we go. Alright. Oh, by the way, before I forget, did you know that there will be enrichment classes in summer school? Like last time they gave out free guitars to elementary students. Yep. So the best way to spend your summer school is do enrichment classes. Yeah. Uh-huh. If you're not going anywhere. Okay, so 90. Enrichment is better than like summer school because you fail the class. Duh. You can have animation. So take a course that you think you can use for your job next time. 10 or 9. Okay, let's try 10 or 9. Yeah, but see, Louise, you have to work it out now yourself. So this is 10 times 9. Okay, what's the square root of 9? The square root of 9 is? The square root of 9 is 3. Very good. So 3 and then you just copy the radical. So how do you type that answer? You press 3 and then you press the radical and then you press 10. I hope my daughter would like do the summer enrichment for guitar. She knows how to play a ukulele. A little bit. Okay. Alright. So the answer is, see, it's even showing you right here. If you don't know the number, just keep dividing by the random perfect squares until you get that one that divides it evenly. Okay, so 3 radical 10. Next section. 81. Oh, you can do that from the top of your head. It's right there. 81. 9. Very good. Okay. Submit answer. Next. Oh, look at that. Now it has the letter. Uh-huh. Okay, so let's start with the 9. What's the square root of 9? Square root of 9 is 3. Okay, so then that means it's either the first or the second. Now, the x to the 6, how do you do the x to the 6? If you have x to the 6 and you want to get the square root, square root means second root. Yeah? Like they go in pairs, 7 times 7, 8 times 8. So this one is actually, how many pairs can it make? It can make 1 pair, second pair, 3 pairs. So 1, 2, 3 pairs, right? So but the shortcut is just divide this by 2. If it's even and divides exactly by 2, then just divide it. What is 6 divided by 2? And why 2? Because square root means second root. So 3, very good, very good. So then your answer will be x to the third power. So it's going to be that. No radical. How do you know that there will be no radical? Because the exponent is exactly divisible by 2. Make sense? Okay, so submit answer. Alright. Next. Excuse me. Okay, did she get logged out or what? I don't know. See? That's what I don't know. Okay. Alright, here we go. X to the third and x to the 9. So there's an x to the third outside. Now let's look at the 9. 9 is not exactly divisible by 2, right? Okay, but divide 9 by 2. Divide 9 by 2. What's the remainder? Yeah, if you divide 9 by 2, if you divide 9 by 2, you get 4.5. So 4 remainder 1, right? Yeah, so when you say 4.5, that's the answer. So it's gonna be x3 originally, and then x4 because you said 4.5 remainder 1, so the remainder 1 will go inside the radical sign. And then what do you do with this? You add them together because they have the same base. It's like you have 3 apples and 4 apples together make 7 apples. So 4.5, or I would say 4 remainder 1. So you would know how many is left inside the radical sign. Okay. Submit answer? Yes. Okay, we're gonna play a Kahoot in this next week. So hopefully you'll remember how to do square root. Yep, once you know it, hopefully we learn it today and then we're gonna do Kahoot next week. Yep. Next, 11. Oh, 11 is a prime number, so it doesn't have a square root, meaning it's gonna stay in the roof, yeah? But x to the 5th power, divide it again by 2. Divide by 2. Yep. So something, remainder, something. So what's 5 divided by 2? 2.5, or 2 remainder 1, right? Yeah, so get used to that because you don't write 0.5 inside. So 2. So that means it will be x2 outside. Yes, x2 outside. And then the remainder will be 1x. And 11 also stays inside the radical sign, so you're going to pick that. Submit answer. I know, right? It seems complicated, but once you get the shortcuts, you're like, really? That's all there is to it? Yeah. Okay. Oh, look at that. That should be easy. Square root of 25. And then this is an even number. So what do you think is the final answer? What do you think is the perfect answer? 5x cubed. Good job, Luis. All right. Okay. Yep. Next section. Can Mathway do something like this? I don't mind if it can. Just like what I told you, you can use any tool that you need to verify your answer. Just make sure that you know why it works. Because, yep, because you have to be ready for your next math class. If you're just getting the answers now but you don't understand what's happening, then you're not cheating me, you're cheating yourself. Okay. Like me, I just want to pass everybody as long as they get 25%. Yep. I mean, for humanitarian reason, Okay. So 63, let's break that down. 63 will be what? 9 times 7, correct? So 9 times 7 times x4. I'm going to give a passing grade for their parents, not for I know. 10x cubed and then over 70. Oh, okay. Let's look at that. But I think that's wrong. Yeah. Okay, so this is 10, yeah? The square root of 9 is 3, so it's going to go outside. The square root of x4, so 4 divided by 2 is 2, so you're going to have x2 outside again. Okay, and then what's left under the roof? 7. So plus x squared radical 7. Yep. Okay, so now 10 times 3 is 30. Bring down x squared radical 7. Plus x squared radical 7. Yep, so see they both have radical 7, so you can combine like terms. So the final answer will be 31. Now why 31? Because there's an invisible one over there. So 31x squared radical 7. That's the correct answer. Yep. So 31x squared How do I do the radical 7? There you go. Radical 7. Oh, it's gonna be wrong. I forgot to bring down the cursor. Radical 7. Then submit answer. I have to clear everything so I can click yes. Alright, did you get that? There you go. Will this chapter be this hard? No, 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 no. We only need this lesson because it's needed in one of the topics. But this chapter is very short. Yeah, it's very short. In fact, you guys are advanced. When I taught this last year, we were also in virtual. We were already in the middle of May. Yep, yep. But now it's only like towards the end of April, and you are already in it. So yeah. Okie dokie. Yeah, and I don't want to shortchange you as well. I mean, some people will just say, "Miss, just cut the topic out and just get it done and over with." No, like whatever topic I cover with my honors, I teach the same thing to you. I just give you more examples. Yep. The expectations are different, but the topics, the content, I don't differentiate. Because I know that some of you are also capable, even without not joining the honors class. So if next year you decide to be in an honors class, you will be, some of you are even smarter than than what you think of yourself. Yeah, like you're underestimating yourself. Okay, here we go. So this is negative x. Let's break down the 160. Oh, why did I put a negative there? My bad. Okay. All right. Okay, so that's going to be 16 times what? Times 10, right? Okay, and this one is x squared. I love giving homeworks similar to the one we had for graphing where you had to write everything down. I love those because that's how I see how much you can do. And oh my god, like you surprise me every day. So 16, the square root of 16 is 4, so it's gonna go outside. Yeah, and some of you are underestimating yourself. So x squared, the square root of x squared is 1x. Yeah, so when recruitment happens next time, you should consider joining, honors classes, magnet programs, because you guys are smart. Okay, so 10 will stay under the radical sign, and then this one will be copied down. So you have negative times positive is negative. You have a 4, so negative 4x squared. Root 10 minus x squared root 10. Okay, so they both have root 10. That's a negative 4 and that's a negative 1. Remember, that's an invisible negative 1. So if you add a negative 1 and a negative 4 together, they become negative 5, right? Negative 5, and then what is it? X squared, then radical 10. It's positive 4. Not if if you're adding. Yeah, you keep the sign. You keep the sign of the. Oh, my bad. Oh, no, 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 honey. It's minus here. So negative 4 and negative 1 is negative 5. That should be correct. Watch. There you go. You see that? It becomes a positive 4 when you're multiplying, but we're not multiplying. Yeah, we're adding. Yeah, see? You're ready for multiplying. We're not even there yet. Smart girl. Okay. Yeah, so it's negative 5x squared. All right. Okay. Next, clear ink. So 8. We're going to change the 8 into what? Oh, it's outside, so leave it as it is. 18 is 9 times 2, yeah? Okay, so that's going to be 9 times 2 times x cubed minus 10x. Ooh, 32. What do we get for 32? 16 times 2, right? Am I right? 16 times 2, then times x. So see, once you get the hang of it, you don't have to separate them in so many roots. Just like put them all together in one and then just go one by one. Okay, so 8. What's the square root of 9? Square root of 9 is 3. Okay, what's the square root of x cubed? You can take out an x2 over here, right? Because it's 2 remainder 1. Yeah? Oh no, not 2 remainder 1. I'm sorry. Like x cubed, when you divide it by 2, that's going to be 1 remainder 1. Yeah? Okay, 3 divided by 2 is 1. And then it's 1.5. So there's a remainder 1. So 1x will come out. So times x. That's a times. I'm sorry. I should have like written it a little better. Okay, there you go. So times x. But there's a remainder 1. So that must stay inside the radical sign together with the 2. Okay? Minus 10x. Oh, look at that. The square root of 16 is 4. And then the 2x stays inside the radical sign. Okay, so what do we have here? 8 times 3 is 24. X radical 2x minus 10 times 4 is 40x radical 2x. Okay, now I need help with this. What's 24 minus 14? Negative something. What is that? What's 24 minus 40? Negative 16. Yeah, 16. Very good. So negative 16x root 2x. And that's what we're going to type over here. Negative 16x, excuse me, root 2x. And submit answer. Then yes. Okay. Yeah, it's one of those, addition, subtraction problems. Okay, I think this is the last one. Oh, this is fun. You're gonna cancel everything. I know. Yeah, look. Oh, too long. Okay, so 175, it ends with 5, so try 25. That's gonna be 25 times 7? Yeah, because for 100, there's 4 25s, and 75, there's 3 25s. Oh, what was the answer to the old one, to the previous one? I don't know, honey. I don't memorize that. I'm gonna go back so we can see. This one. Negative 16x radical 2x. You got it, Rika? Yep. Okay. Moving on to the last one. Okay. So, and the other one is x to the 8. You're welcome. And then radical 7 over here. Now you cancel these guys right here. Yeah, because they're the same top bottom. And then the square root of 25, that's going to go outside. That's going to be 5. Yes, and then this one is an even number. So if you divide 8 by 2, it's going to be 4, right? Yep. So that will become, it's going to go out also. Yep, it's also going to go in front. So it's going to be x to the 4th power. So when you answer this one, it's going to be 5x to the 4th. Only that. Only that. I think. I'm going to double check. Yeah, there you go. What do we do when we're done with both assignments? Oh, there you're done. You're good. Like, you're done. Yeah, and if you don't have any makeup work, enjoy. You won't have math until Tuesday. How did you get x to the 4? Oh, because x, 8, if you divide 8 by 2, you get a 4. Right? 8 divided by 2 is a 4. So So if it's an exponent, you just divide it by 2. No worries. Okay, did you finish that? Alright, so make sure you turn that in. And a lot of you were asking for extensions in Delta Math. Yep, I already gave them late turn in. So if you look, you can still do them. Like this one, for example, I just changed the date to like whenever the semester ends, so I don't have to like keep opening and opening and opening. So the last day is June 10th, so I just put it to June 4th. But I'm expecting the grades will be due earlier than that. So if I were you, you do it faster. Yeah. So everything can be done. Yep. If you're struggling to catch up, if you could just do your Delta Math, I'm telling you, that's like one grade up. I know it's easier said than done. I get it, but if you just sit down and do it, you'll be fine. The problem is you just say, "I'll do it, I'll do it, I'll do it, I'll do it," but you're not doing them. Some of you are not doing them. Okay, so Schoology. Don't do this. You won't have time to do this. So we will continue with this next time. If you can do 9.1 practice, good for you. You can finish it. I don't know. Did anybody try? Yeah. So wow. 11 over 11, 10 over 11. That's perfect. So if you can do this over the weekend, that would be great. Yeah, you have 4 more attempts, Samantha. So do it again. And then the other one, just ignore it. We'll do it next meeting. Alright, guys. And if you know some of our, if you know some of our like friends in this class, please encourage them to, I know it's not your problem, I get that. But if you know some of our friends